Well, hello and welcome to the Gazebo beer review. Well, not actually a Gazebo beer review, but I'm sat in the gazebo looking at my hot tub full of love and admiration and grimacing because I'm pissed off with it. But hey, so I'm reviewing this fella, Coffee Maria. So basically it's Tia Maria, and I'm hoping the camera doesn't go off, get blown over. So it makes a Caribbean style liqueur with a flavour and taste of coffee. And instead of using still spirits, oh my God, don't say my, I'll have to keep an eye out for the wind. Instead of using still spirits base B or whatever it bloody was, I used honey. Syrup, sorry. I used syrup. Just dobbed syrup in, about 100 mils of syrup. And yeah, I'm watching the... So while I'm sitting here waiting for this hot tub to blow, I'm filling it with water because we have a leak, and it still keeps going down. So I'm going to fill it with water, see if it bursts out water, and basically see if when the water's in it and it's full, if it remains quite sturdy. If it does, then I'm going to empty the water out again. What a ball ache. Empty it all out, get a wash, and basically I'm going to fill it with hot water and carry on using it. But I need to make sure that first it's not losing water. If it makes it rigid with the water, then jobs are good, and you know, we'll keep using it this year, then get rid. Put it on eBay, somebody will buy it. And hot tubs are costing a fortune at the minute. You see them on eBay, 600-700 quid for the same one that we paid $350 for. Robbing bleeders. So there you go, nice black colour. Typical coffee aroma that you would expect from Tia Maria. And obviously a nice pour. Me camera, me bottle. Okay, now. Let me just stop that from hitting the... There we go. There we go. It's pretty sturdy in here. But, roll on when I make the permanent hot tub room. I'm not going to get a new bloody hot tub, because this one's not... I can't see it. We're still going to have to get a new one. So, gotta say, straight away, beautiful. Now, what I did do, it told in the instructions, I'm sure it says something about adding water. Well, yeah, top up to 1.125 with water. Sod that. I don't want no 17% Tia Maria. I want about 30% Tia Maria. And I've got to say, it's like a Tia Maria, you know, with a right pair of bollocks on it. But it's not harsh, it's still decent, it's very easy drinking. Yeah, I've had to put these curtains back up a minute ago when I come back home. All blown on all come off, because it's only velcroed on. So it comes off pretty easy really. And I've got repair work to do on it. I wish I'd have spent the 120. I wish I'd thought about it in the long run and actually decided to make a permanent structure, or semi-permanent, you know, a shed basically. I mean, I've got to get the floor in, shiplap for the sides, plywood for the roof, and then the roof in, and then some doors. But I reckon in total probably 400 or 500 quid. But it's one of them things, when I've done it and it looks good, then you know, we'll have quite the room somewhere to sit out and chill out. I mean, we was thinking of putting this in the shed at one stage, but you need a floor that's an open floor so the water can drain through. So it's not going to be, I'm going to use probably pallet flooring. They probably just have to watch out for the wood. We don't want the wood breaking, so things to think about. Whoa. So this is quite strong, and it's it's hitting me good and proper. Good slapping the balls off it. So as you can see, it's quite windy in here. It's better when it's not windy. And that box has gone on my thing there. Chuffing wind, I tell you. There we go. Let's hope that hopefully now I don't do it again. I thought there was a dead bird on the floor, then it's my secateurs undone. So, yes. Jolly good. And looking forward to this weekend, some hot weather finally. And that's why I'm trying to get this up and running. If I can get it up and running, just enough to last, you know, until the end of August. Keep it on, keep the hot water and keep changing the filters, then I'll be happy. You know, we'll have got another season out of it and it won't be such a bad thing. And then, you know, make the decision then what we actually do full time. I said to my wife, maybe there's somewhere where you can get somebody to repair it. But like she says, if it's already going on one, then it's going to go on another. Because obviously over time, the plastic, with the chlorine and bleach, it obviously weakens it over time. Use, you know, I mean it's been used a lot. We've got a lot of good usage out of this. So all things to, you know, you have to think about, I suppose, in the long run. So I'm hoping, I filled it the other day, yesterday even, and pissed out like a twat on the back, where the hole was. So I've actually put some more glue and sealant on, and then I've gaffer taped it, and I've actually put the outer liner back on there. So with any luck, you know, with any luck, it may hold. In life, I don't mind it losing a bit of water, if there's a bit of fresh water going in, it's not a big issue. You've got a hot water tap, but if it's losing shitloads of water then, I mean it's not bubbling properly, then it's a waste of time, as it were. And I've got to say thank you for, you know, some of the heartwarming comments. You know, in life we all go through tough times, and in coronavirus you can't see all your friends like you normally would. A lot of people are scared shitless of going to pubs and meeting up, and then also, you know, you drift away from friends because you don't see them for a long time. And some of the comments, some of the really genuinely great comments, really, you know, they make me smile, they give me purpose. And then also, I like the piss taking comments as well, you know. Friendly banter is always a good thing. It's when it's banter and you know they're being serious and they're being cuntish. That's the sort of banter you don't want. At work, I'm in the strangest of positions because one, they could fuck us off after a month with no notice whatsoever. They can change our hours, they can drop your pay. So, and obviously, like any company, they're watching you. I'm watching them, they're watching me, you know, it's a two-way thing. And obviously everyone's weighing each other's up. It's a very strange scenario. Did I do the right thing a year ago? No. I should have stayed where I was, with a mate, doing the work we was doing, and then proved to the naysayers, because there's always somebody who thinks that what does he do in a day? And we did a shitload, but there's always somebody who hasn't got a clue that comes out the rubbish. And I really should have stayed where I was. On the day I left, I was so bloody emotional. And then I got to the new place. I was happy because I was leaving in some ways, but emotional because I was leaving friends. I went to the new place, and it's not been anything like I imagined. You know, it's been shit. And it may get better. it may get better for the next generation of workers who work there. And you know, with the new people coming in, I think that's what's going to happen. I think there'll be a wholesale clear out and new staff. But in any job, what companies must always remember is some staff are that good that you should bend over backwards to keep them. Sadly, my last job didn't really come to me. It's funny because the chief executive at the time, he would have done anything to have kept me. He'd have upped my wages, whatever. But I don't think the new chief executive knew me that well and understood what I brought to the to the job. And all of us in life bring, especially if you care about the job you're doing. If you don't care and it's just a job, then that's fair play. But if you do care about the job you're doing, then, and you do bring something, and you want to make the job a better job, and it's sad when, they don't bend over and say, we want to keep you, what does it take? And I wasn't trying to be an arse and saying, I want you to offer me something better. My head was turned, and it's a strange thing. I will never let my head be turned again, which is why just recently I've applied been for the interviews, got offered 2 jobs, one a team leader, one a senior gardener, which is a bit of a piss take really, calling me a senior gardener, but he's saying there's an ageist thing, but no. And I got both jobs, and in fact the second bloke says, you are by far one of the best, that I've ever come across. And if ever you want a job, it's there. The only thing is, I can't stand travelling, and especially at the wrong time of day. And this is something I'll discuss with the new people, with any new job that I go to, because the times you work do make a flipping difference. So, all very interesting. But anyway, back to the Tia Maria. What we're here for? We're here for the review. We're not here for me talking rubbish about life. But then again, life. In years to come, we'll look back and we will. This will go away. There will be a vaccine. There's too many vaccines around the world. There's too much money going into these vaccines with the world's best scientists for it to fail. It does make you wonder though, why the bloody hell can't the investors save money into cancers and everything? Because they don't want the world's population, all the world's population, to survive. But when it's something like coronavirus, which is getting people of all ages, not just a select few, that's when the scary part comes in. Plus, with coronavirus, the world comes to a stop. As you see with Spain, the lockdown. So, to beat coronavirus, to bring the world back to normal, all the countries in the world that can afford it are bringing out a vaccine, or trying to get the world back to normal, to get business moving. With cancer, yes, my mum died of cancer. It's a fucking horrible disease. But because it takes care of a certain amount of the population, they're not worried. They're not putting the effort in to get rid of it. But with coronavirus, they are. It's amazing how things are in this world. Such is life. So, I've rabbled on for long enough. So you can use still spirits liqueur base A, but you can also use syrup. Please remember that whenever you use these, there are alternatives. They may not be 100% the same, but they're close enough. The Irish cream liqueur that you can make, you can use dried milk, the dried milk you get, and use that. So you can do it. And to be honest, the dried milk lasts longer. So that's something to remember. But anyway, all I've got to say is coffee aroma, coffee taste. Tastes like Tia Maria, but stronger, but not harsh. it's not too strong, because that's something that some of these gins and the flavoured gins suffer from, where they up the content to 40%, but it's a flavoured gin, but it tastes nasty, and that's an issue. So, Tia Maria, Coffee Maria, obviously. Tia Maria, we know it's Tia Maria, they know it's Tia Maria. Tia Maria probably know it's Tia Maria. For me, tastes as good. Don't listen to what it says on the bottle. Don't add the bloody water. Use syrup. Use the vodka, you know, vodka, distilled spirit, if you've got distilled spirit. Use that, add to it, and get it to the strength you want it to be. Because let's be fair, if you're going to dob this in cola, like most people do, then you can put less in, and it lasts longer. And it tastes great. By heck, it's strong. Woof, I'm feeling it. And that's it from this beer review, out of 5. For me, much better if you get rid of the water. Much better if you use syrup. Don't be fooled by this, you know, these base packs. It's I mean, I do appreciate still spirits, but you know, you can do it that way. It's up to you. But for me, better to do it that way, the other way. Out of 5, for me, 4.5 out of 5. Lovely. Hit the spot nicely. And that's it from the Gazebo review. So, you now know what I'm talking about when I'm in the Gazebo. Well, you can't see the hot tub. Here's the hot tub fucking thing. And, oh, let me show you. Yeah, there's the hot tub. It's not having good days. I'm not having good days with it either. But hey-oh, you know, you can't win them all in life. I'm doing an experiment where I'm using the water, the pressure of the water to seal the hole, which is weird. If you take the water out, it's going to go down. But if it stays up with the water in, then I know that we can still use it. That's what that bloody matters, isn't it? I can get my use out of this, I don't care. Because as long as I can put hot water in, top it up if I need to, that's all that matters. And that's it from this spirits review. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you ever so much for the kind comments, you know. And it's a glimpse into somebody else's life, you know, quite a difficult life at the moment. And I've got multiple things. I cannot say what I'm doing until they've happened. But when they've happened, I'm getting the old champagne. I'm not even going to fuck about with Prosecco. I'm going for champers. I'm getting some champagne, cheap champagne, because I'm not paying for the expensive stuff. Or maybe I'll just go for Prosecco. But I'm going to get the sparkly out, and we're going to do a review. It's going to be a long review. It's going to be more of a virtual pub thing than a review. And could be an hour long. And then I'll spill the beans on some of the crap I've had to put up with over the last year. And I think you'll be shocked. In a work environment, I've never felt so let down by management. And even though I got on with the management, they let us down massively. Weak management didn't do enough. And as a manager, if you see things, you put a foot on it, you stop it, you make sure that they know that that shit never happens. And that is what never happened in the job I'm in at the moment. And you know, there's a reason why sometimes unions are a good thing. Personally, unions, you know, it's a thing between a good union rep and a bad union. Bad union reps just care for themselves and want to up their own. Good union reps, and I've got a mate who was a good union rep, won't take no shit. He's a great bloke. He's in Menorca now, he's coming back, he's got 2 weeks quarantine. So, but he's a good lad, And he's 6'8", and he's as intimidating as hell, but he never intimidated me. Funnily enough, got on with him from the minute I met him, and even today, we take the piss out of each other's, and he's fucking sound. And that's the sort of mates you want in the world. No. Not the other sort. And that's it for this review. thanks for watching. Thank you all, you know. And one day we'll have a live review. Oh my God. Obviously off my phone. But it's going to be fun. And I'll tell you what, when I'm doing live, I won't give a shit about what I say. As long as it's not libel, obviously, because you've got to be careful what you say about certain things. But yeah, such is life. Hey, the octo's filling up quite nicely, and it's not leaking out at the moment, so that's a good thing. Right, that's it for this review. I've had enough. Wind's blowing. You can't hear me. Time to go. See you soon. Cheers.